Hello, and welcome to Miniature Wargaming Labs. This is Brian, and today we're going to be going over a start collecting for Frostgrave. I will be using one uh, line of miniatures as a way to get into the game for under $100. So the line that I'm talking about is WizKids line of miniatures. They do several different lines: Pathfinder miniatures, Pathfinder battles, and Nolzur's marvelous miniatures. They also have one called Deep Cuts, but that's just part of the Pathfinder's battles. So first off, with Frostgrave, you're going to need some wizards. So these packs come in usually two, depending on what you're getting, and these packs, at least at my store, cost $4.99. So if you get both of these, you'll get $10, but you only need one because so you get one wizard and one apprentice, or the other way around. And there's plenty of there's elf wizards, there's human wizards, dwarf wizards, clerics. I mean, there's so many different magic user miniatures in this line that you won't have a problem finding one that fits your style. So give it a look and see what kind of wizard you can paint up. All right, so that covers the wizards. Now the next biggest part of Frostgrave is the treasure. So I'm going to go over some products for the treasure. So of course you have the treasure piles. Once again, these are both $4.99. And you only need 3 markers for this. So the treasure piles looks perfect, but one thing is that this one is a bit big, and you're going to have problems with that. The chests come with 4, so you're going to have 1 extra, which makes great scenery. And these are really nice to paint up, and they're all uniform size. I actually use a mix mash of both of these, so I usually use one of these and these two, just to give it some variety. So that's if you get one of these packs and one of those, you're at $10, so can't beat that. Okay, so now moving on to the warband. Now the warband can be made up of several different guys or people. So you have these are just some of the things that you can use. This line is so big that you can put as many of these together as you want in any which way. You have gnomes, you have halflings, you have half elves, humans. I mean, you name it. If you want to do it, you can do it. So here we have a Goliath barbarian. So these can be your barbarian or a warrior, depending on what you want to go with. And once again, these are still $5.99 or $4.99. So here we have the female knights / gray maidens. Really good. I really like this pack. This is one of my favorites because you have a knight, a paladin, a warrior, whichever you want to put her as, and then you also have somebody with a bow and arrow, which is really good because a lot of your long range characters have that, and you're gonna want at least one long range character. So here I have a human male rogue. So as you can see, these are really good for like a thief or a thug, depending on what you want to do. So put that there. And then here I have a human female fighter. This is another really good one where you have somebody with a sword. So this could be thug, fighter, warrior, barbarian, and then you have somebody, this could be your ranger, your sharpshooter, your archer, whatever you want it to be. So if you buy a wizard, so let's say you buy the wizard pack and treasure pack and these. This is the basic stuff you'll need to start playing. This is everything you need for a warband. And that's $5, $10, $15, $20, $25, $30. So you're playing for $30. Now, let's say you want to get a little more into it and expand into some creatures that you might find in the frosty paths of Frostgrave. So this line has plenty to offer. So the first ones I like to look at are creatures that are already in the book, and of course they have a lot. So they have two types of gnolls, one from Gnolzers and one from Pathfinder Battles. Both of them are really good. The bigger gnolls I like to use just because they're more imposing. But these ones are really good. There's different types of gnolls that in the book, so both of them work really well. Once again, $4.99. Two things you'll always see, timberwolves and spiders. You can never go wrong with having a bunch of spiders and wolves. Wolves you can also use if your wizard summons a wolf. These are perfect for that. So dual purpose there. Once again, $4.99 for these. Alright, and then of course, werewolves. You can't go wrong with having some werewolves. There are a couple scenarios where you can add in some werewolves. And then these flesh golems can be used as zombies. They're perfect for zombies. $4.99 for those, like all of these, which I really like. Keeps them nice, and then you paint them how you want. So here's some other options. You have Ghost and Banshee. There's other whites and other ghostly things, and then a Bone Golem. These can be used for whatever you want. This line has a lot of different creatures, so take a look and see what you want to add. I use this line for pretty much everything. So we were at $30 for the warband and the treasure. If you buy all of these, you're at $35, $40, $45, $50, $55, $60, $65, $70 plus tax, of course. So you're at $70 with creatures and a warband. All right, now you want to add a little bit to your table, and you want it to look really nice. Well, this line also has terrain. So some of the examples of the terrain packs, they have tent and lean-to. So this is really nice. It gives you a little tent and a lean-to that you can paint up. There's wells. There's statues. There's torture chambers. I mean, there's so much. And there's also pillars and banners. So this is one of the newer boxes that they released. Really nice. A lot of decent amount of terrain. Now this one is going to cost you a little bit more. Where this one's $4.99. This one's $14.99. So this one's $15. So we were at $75 for everything. This is $80, and this is $95. So if you have everything together and not getting duplicates of anything, you're at $95 for creatures, a full warband, and some terrain to put on your table. This is a great way to get a bunch of models for really cheap and start playing this amazing game. All right, this has been Brian with Miniature Wargaming Labs. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye.